Home Depot so much. Okay, so before the party, I made a little video explaining how I'm like socially anxious, not ready for the party, this and that, blah blah. I didn't wrap any presents, but now after being there for a couple hours, I feel fine. I feel good. I had a lot of questions about life, and I was questioning so many things that was not good. But I realized I don't really need answers to those questions right now. But the answers to the questions that I had, I have. If that makes sense. I have the answers to the questions that I already have questioned, because a lot of them are just questions that I don't need answers to right now. I really don't. And right now, I think I'm at the point where I should just relax. I should just relax. And not relax in terms of like rot in bed. I mean relax in terms of stop worrying about it. It's hard. It's really, really hard to stop worrying about it. But, you know, it's nice. It's nice not having to worry every single moment of your life. And right now at the party, I'm having a good time. I'm having a really, really good time. And I don't know how long it'll last, but like I said, I'm going to try to not worry about it. And I'm gonna have a good time. In the year of 2023, I spent so much time just really regretting so many things that I have not done, or I just really decided not to do. And that depressed me. That really got me in the worst spot in my life. That really did. I really have no excuse for it. And I feel like 2023 was just the year that I wasted just doing nothing. I did a couple things here and there that were really good and really fun, but in the end, I didn't do enough, or I don't feel like I did enough. I don't feel satisfied. And so towards the end of the year, like what you just saw was small clips of me enjoying stuff, and a lot of those were like the same Christmas party, but that's because I had a lot of fun. And then though the other clips were just me rotting in bed, which is just what I did last year, what I really, really did, and I regret it. I really do. You got up an hour or two ago and you already cried in the shower. Yay. And you still feel like crying. You really do. As dumb as it is, I decided to just be better about it, I guess you could say. I was going through a really rough patch. I really was. And so I decided to just enjoy little things, be happy with the little things. And honestly, that helped me out so much. It helped me out so much. Something that's super weird about me, that's super fucking weird about me, is this is one of my favorite shirts. This is literally one of my favorite shirts. And that's so weird about me because there's nothing on the shirt. Like, there's nothing on the shirt. But it just feels so good. It feels so comfortable, honestly. And like, it doesn't even fit that well. It does, like, I'm looking at myself and it does not fit that well in any way, shape, or form. But I just like the way it looks. I just like the way it feels. Like, I'm such a fucking weirdo for that. And honestly, I just wanted to say that. In this time of being super depressed, I spent so much time watching TV. So much time watching TV. And I did it mostly to just avoid reality. I really did. I hated reality so much that I watched sitcoms to laugh at other people's realities, I guess you could say. Obviously, I know they're fake, but in that moment, it didn't feel fake. It felt real, obviously, because you're watching TV and you're laughing at them. You're laughing at all the funny things. But I saw this one show that I thought was going to be a sitcom, but it turned out it wasn't. It wasn't, and it changed my entire view of everything. There's a show, Good Place. I just finished that, and it was one of the best shows that I've seen in such a long time. And the only reason why it was such a good show is because it gave me a reason to do things, and my reason for doing things has always been like, oh, have fun, enjoy life, this and that, blah blah blah. But it's always been like, I'm not enjoying it though. I'm not enjoying it. I hate it. Everything sucks. This and that, failure, this and that. But it gave a new meaning to the way I do things. It gave me the idea that I don't do it to enjoy things. I do it to help fulfill my soul. I do it to help me feel fulfilled, as weird as it sounds. And I prefer that. I prefer that feeling so much more. Oh my god, they're so. There you go. I prefer that feeling. I prefer the feeling of feeling fulfilled. That's such a way better reason to do things other than have fun. And to me, that's amazing. That really is amazing. Because like whenever I think back on my goals, whenever I think about my reasons to do things, whenever I think of like this and that, blah blah blah, I always think I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna have a good time. And that's always what deters me from doing things. That always stops me from doing thing A or thing B. But with this new realization of how I want to do things, I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the feeling, not the feeling, but the pursuit of fulfillment. That's what I want to pursue. And I really hope that this new perspective on my life really does help. I really do want that. Because I don't want to just, because obviously I want to enjoy things. Obviously I want to have fun, this and that. But being human isn't just about enjoying all the good things. It's about experiencing the bad. And all these things help you realize the good is really good. And so yeah, that's my goal, I guess you could say, is to actually feel fulfilled. You know what I mean? Do things for the fulfillment of it. Don't do it because you'll enjoy it. Don't do it because it'll be amazing. Don't do it because this and that. Do it because it'll help you feel fulfilled. The same way you felt whenever you got platinum in Elden Ring. The weirdest example of me saying that. But yes, I want to feel the same way I felt whenever I got platinum in Elden Ring. That's weird analogy, but yeah, that's your goal, Pedro, or whatever. Be fulfilled, okay? One way I've been able to like help my situation and feel better and feel more fulfilled is by hanging out with people that I care about, hanging out with my friends a lot more, even if it's as simple as going to fucking Starbucks to pick up a new drink that we haven't tried. I didn't even like the drink, but shit was good. It was cool. It was fun. I enjoyed that so fucking much.
Daddy.
Stop, bro. Say it. Okay. Nobody laugh. Nobody laugh.
Daddy.
Yeah, bro, just fucking say it, dude.
Okay.
Say it.
Daddy, why is mommy crying?
I'm officially drunk, but like a good drunk. Like I wish it was New Year's drunk. I think it's the best way to say what the fuck I'm trying to say. Like I'm okay.
This one's way better, and it's way better because it like records in 4K. That makes sense. So this is 4K right now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The lighting's better.
It's not. It's really not. It just takes better light, if that makes sense. But see, on this one though, you can see all my acne and all my bad teeth. And what I love most is I still do shit that I regret or I still cringe at because, I mean, I'm still growing and I'm still learning. Like, I left my number to this one waitress in the most awkward, horrible way ever, which will be a story for another time. But this is literally what it looked like, and it was the weirdest thing ever, and I'm the fucking weirdest guy for doing this. But not only that, I got a little too drunk, and I did something that I don't regret, but it's definitely like something that like I could have gone without doing. Oh, a little update. Yesterday was like the work thing, I guess you could say, and I got drunk as fuck. Like I got so fucking drunk, like oh my god, it was the worst drunk I've been. And I'm gonna lay this out on paper just so I can like review this later because it's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. But I went to the posada like with fucking people and everything, and yeah, and I wasn't gonna go because Jose invited me and he was like, nah. I was like, okay. And then fucking what's her name? Like, hey, let's go. And I was like, okay. Jose said no to me, and after he invited me, and I already had plans of going. I was like, you know what? Sure. Why the fuck? Oh shit. I was like, sure. Why the fuck not? I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun. And so I went, and I wasn't gonna drink because I'm driving. And I was like, no, I'm driving home. I don't want to do this. But then, some friends from work, like those two guys, they were like, bro, you can stay at our house. It'll be completely fine and everything like that. And I was like, yo, you sure? Because you know, like I don't want to be a bother or nothing. Like, yeah, bro, we're good. Trust me. I'm like, yo, fucking bet. Yo, fucking bet. And so I started drinking. I started drinking excessively. I was like, you know what? Mama didn't raise a bitch. And so I kept drinking and drinking and drinking. And it was the funniest shit ever. And oh my goodness. Oh my fucking god. And as I kept drinking, it was like getting so much, like I was having fun and everything, you know, dancing, this and that, blah blah blah. And then they're leaving the party dead ass. Like they're leaving the party and leaving me behind. And I'm like, what the fuck? They're inviting me. They're leaving. So I run after them. I'm like, hey guys, like, am I not staying with you guys? They're like, yeah, we live a cuadra that way. Our address is, and they were telling me this as we were both drunk, and none of us could remember what was going on. And so I was like, yo, just text me the address, and I'll just walk there if you guys like, or just get a ride or something. They were like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, trust me. Like I'll be fine. Thank you. And so what happened was they texted me and I was like, where the fuck is my phone? My phone wasn't at the party. Someone had taken my phone and they were just like, obviously I don't know what the fuck they did with my phone, but they took my phone and it was like the fucking craziest shit ever. Because it was like, what the fuck? God damn. And so I used one of my other coworkers' fucking phones to try to find it, and it was like try to find it, and they were calling it. Nobody was answering it, and it was like, oh my fucking god. And I was like, I know I left my phone here. I know it's here. This and that, blah blah blah. And then we look at the location on Find My iPhone, and it was in the apartment buildings. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is it in the apartment buildings? So we call it again, and Pinchy some lady picks, not lady, she's like my age, some woman, some girl, some lady, I'll say lady, she's my age. She picks up the phone and she's like hello, like all asleep and shit. Cause it was like 3:30 in the morning, and I was like hello, like it was in Spanish. It was in Spanish. Okay, this is literally how it went. It was like hola, and I was like hola, quién es? She was like pues es, and she told me her name, and yeah. And so I was like, ¿tienes mi teléfono? Y dijo, ¿qué? Dije, sí, tienes mi teléfono. Este número es mío. Tú tienes mi teléfono. Y checó el teléfono y dijo, what the fuck. No dijo what the fuck, pero dijo, ay Pedro, perdón. Ni paquete de invento no noté hasta ahorita, de verdad. Dije, no, pues está bien. Dijo, si quieres ven por él ahorita o en la mañana. Dije, I was drunk as fuck. I was so fucking drunk. And I was like, no, está bien, no te preocupes. Pues no estoy bien en la cabeza para ir por él porque no he tomado. En la mañana voy por él. Ok, no, está bien, no hay problema. Y así que se quedó. Dije, whatever, en la mañana vengo por él. Porque igualmente mi carro lo dejé porque estaba. I'm like, ugh. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll leave it there. And in the morning, I'll go pick it up. I pick it up with my phone and my car. I was like, bet, problem solved. And so I drove home with what's it called? With some coworkers and that was fun and everything. Like I have some voice memos that I'll probably put in right here, hopefully. And the point is, the next day, this morning, I woke up with the biggest hangover I've ever had. Cause I don't drink. I never really drink. I just know I'm not a big fan of drinking. And it was bad. It was bad. And then finally, after I got my shit together, I threw up everything I needed to throw up. I threw up for like 2 hours straight. What are you doing, Gordo? Are you okay? Okay. I threw up for like 2 hours straight. It was bad. It was so bad. After throwing up for 2 hours, not even all, it was the whole morning. The whole morning I threw up. It was bad. I remember waking up every single hour in the morning, just throwing up, literally throwing up, and it was like, ugh, go to bed, ugh, go to bed, ugh, go to bed. It was like that until like 2 p.m. So it was bad. It was really, really bad. And then finally I got my shit together and I texted Shane and I was like, hey, yo, I need you to do me a big ass favor, my guy. I need a ride. I'm sorry. And my glasses are as well. That's why I'm not wearing any glasses or anything. We drive to Shane was a badass. He's an actual fucking badass. Motherfucker drove me to Love's to get a Gatorade, so I can sober up, and I feel way more sober. I feel better. You know, get a Subway and everything. The motherfucker was a fucking G. Honestly, like he's a fucking badass. we we get we drive and we talk and everything. We get to. I left my keys at my house. I left my keys. This is a 30-minute drive, by the way. This is a 30-minute drive, and I leave my fucking keys in my house. Puta madre. And then I call my phone. Hey, like I call. Hey, can you like give me my phone back? And she like, no, because I don't have it. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you don't have it? What do you mean you don't have my phone? What do you mean? And she's like, oh, it's because I gave it to I gave it to some guy. Hopefully hopefully I will remember to blur all this out. I will remember to blur all this out. And she's like, yeah, I gave it to him. And I was like, why the fuck would you give it to him? When would you give it to him? He drove me home. We live in the same town. When the fuck did any of this happen? Turns out, I'm not gonna say what happened in what situation, but he had my phone, and they were an hour away, literally an hour away. They were an hour away. That's how far away they were. And I have my Altima, because I can drive my Altima, but I can't do anything else with it. Like puta madre, what the fuck is going on in my life? And then I call, and then oh my god, the best thing happens. He calls my brother, like, hey, I have your brother's phone, and my brother's like, okay, cool. It's like, can you like get a hold of him? And my brother was like, oh, I'll just call him. Wait, that's why I called you, cause I have his phone. And he was like, oh fuck. So he calls my parents, and they start freaking out, like, oh, he hasn't called us, he hasn't texted us, and it's just so crazy, cause they can't know I was drunk. Parents don't know that their boys drink. That can't be a thing. And so like they call all my friends trying to figure out where the fuck I am when I'm trying to go pick up my car. And as I try to go pick up my car with no fucking keys, I call them and I tell the biggest fucking lie. Like, oh yeah, I didn't drink, and I'm hanging out with Shane, which is why my car's not home, and my phone's not on me because some drunk girl took it. Like, oh, cool, just making sure you're good after calling everybody and knocking on my door and everything. It was fucking crazy. Okay, now where we are now, this is all fucking like a second ago. I'm gonna go again. My keys are in my hand. I will show up with my car, or I will not show up again. I am so embarrassed. I hate myself, and I hate everything around me. So I'm praying to God everything turns out okay. And let's pray. Let's pray. So I've been back for a couple hours, and I got my car back. I did. I got my car back. I took a shower, and this guy got too scared to race. But that's beyond this point. But anyway, I was very confused as to what the subject of this video should be. But then I realized that should be the subject, the fact that I'm still confused. I'm only 22 years old. I'm not meant to figure everything out. And even days where I think I have everything figured out, you know, life comes at you and changes literally everything. And yeah, last year was really bad. Last year was. And at the end of the year, when I was having fun, I felt like I figured it out. But even now, I still struggle to go to the store, or I still struggle to stay in my own bed or in my own head. Like, there's so many things I struggle with. And that's okay, because I am getting better. I am doing things. And this is just part of the solution, part of me trying to do better. And honestly, I'm very happy, even with the idea of making this entire video. Like, I'm actually very happy that I'm doing this. So, trust me, everything turns out okay. Because I could rot in bed. I could just rot in bed, ignore life, ignore everything around me, go to work, go home, go to bed, and I would be alive. I will be okay. I will completely ignore all and every emotions, whether it's happiness, sadness. I won't feel anything bad, but I won't feel anything good. And that's not the life I want. So here's the goal. Keep living life. Bad things are gonna happen, but everything will be okay. Everything turns out okay. And even when all is lost, I mean, there's still something to find. Hi, this is post-production Peter talking here basically. And what I want to say is that, like, everything here was like my own thing and everything like that, I guess you could say. And obviously I used some like YouTube audios and everything, because this is my first video, and the first video is always shitty, and this was actually not that good. But I really enjoyed making it, and I really am happy with it, I guess you could say. And basically, like, you know, I hope the message kind of follows through. Where like last year was really bad, but that was just like me going through a really harsh moment. But things are better now. Doesn't mean everything will keep going better. Doesn't mean everything will 100% be better forever. No, it's just a matter of, you know, enjoying the good times. That's basically what this video is. Like, there are good times, there are bad times. Enjoy the good times. And yeah, just basically came here to say hello. And I really hope this was something enjoyable, I guess you could say. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Because, like I said, the first video is always a bad video. And yeah, that's about it. Bye.